I always forget to press the record button and start talking before I've done it. Good morning. I'm a bit more presentable today. Just had a shower because going out tonight, and I always have to do things hours before I need to go out, and then it stresses me out that I'm going out. Anyway, I wanted to talk about the Chloe Hayden Marvel Stadium autistic experience, because there was really so many derogatory comments on social media about, well, why is she going to a loud concert? Didn't she know that there was going to be loud music? If there's loud music, why are you going? It's your responsibility. It's literally astounding. It's like telling someone who's afraid of heights that they might need to get on a plane to go to work. Well, if you're afraid of heights, then don't get on a plane. And I hate heights, and I get on planes, and I am a terrible flyer. I squeeze my partner's hand so tight that he lets me do it because it's part of who I am and it's part of what I need to do. But just, that's an analogy that I can think of, and it's literally ridiculous to tell someone that they can't go out and enjoy themselves because they have an issue with loudness. Now, let me explain what that loudness is like, because it's actually quite prudent that me and hubby had, as most people know that have been following me, we had our anniversary last weekend, and we did go out and we went to noisy places, and breakfast on the Sunday morning was horrendous. It was so noisy, and so what happened is, when we're at breakfast, and we take turns because we're at a buffet area, so we take turns to go and get our plates. But while that's happening, I can hear the two conversations on the right and the left side of me. I don't intend to. I don't want to. So when my husband came back to the table, I'm like, oh, the guy and girl on our left, he just proposed to her last night, and, you know, and he's like, you're eavesdropping. And I'm like, no, I can literally hear it. I can't block it out. Like, I can't stop the transmission, if you like, coming in. I can't stop the lights, the clatter of the cutlery. And another example that is really, really good, I don't know if anyone's watched The Imperfects on Netflix, but there's one girl that's got like supersonic hearing, like, you know, Superman hearing kind of thing. And it's not that bad. I can't hear someone put a plate down, 2 feet away. It's not like that. But the noise has an indelible effect. Sorry, someone's just come to join me and listen to what we're talking about. But the noise is still not filtered. So that's when my husband says, so you can't block any of this out. You can't filter it out. And I said, no, I literally cannot. My brain doesn't have the option to switch off certain incoming, as I said, lighting, noise. So when you might say that it's not noisy, it will be noisy to me. I have my TV on fairly loud. I'm not deaf. I've had my hearing checked quite a few times, especially because of the work that I have done in the past. But I have my TV on loud. And I've had someone even kind of make a remark about that, or I only have it on conversation level. Well, that's great for you, but literally if I have it on conversation level, I can't hear it. So it's very hard to explain. It is a conundrum. I'm actually going to a play tonight with one of my most favorite author that ever walked the earth. And I know it's going to be noisy, but so these people are saying, well, if you know it's going to be noisy, then don't go out. No, I know it's going to be noisy, and I will do everything in my power to prepare me for the overstimulation that I'm going to experience. And then I have tomorrow to recover because I don't have any plans. However, in saying that, Marvel Stadium offer a sensory room. So when any autistic person at Marvel wanted to use that room, because they were overwhelmed with the experience at the concert, then they should have had a right to go and use it without proving who they were or providing paperwork. Because look at me, right? I got diagnosed really late, but I'm glad I got diagnosed because I can talk about it and I understand my nuances a lot better. There is no look to an autistic person. There is no look, and there is no function, high or low, because if you do that, you're dismissing all autistic needs. So do not assume that Rain Man or the Doctor Show, which I won't watch, that is not how that might be how some autistic people are, that might be how you've encountered it, but that is not everyone. I can have a conversation. My main job was customer service over the phone because I can actually communicate really well. But if you were standing in a room with me and having a conversation and I don't understand the context, I won't be able to hear you. I need the context. So my husband will start talking and then I wouldn't have heard him. Although I've picked up some of what he said, I wouldn't have actually heard him because I don't understand what he's referring to. Why are you talking about this? What is the relevance to me in this situation? So it kind of, again, that's a really difficult one to comprehend, because I will, as I've been called a bit random, I will jump in and say something that doesn't make any sense. But in my head, I believe that I've already led up to that. So I just wanted to give another perspective, and literally the amount of derogatory comments towards autistic people, I was actually flabbergasted. There is so much. It's not acceptance. I don't need you to accept me. I need you to be educated on what it's like, on what it feels like, so that if you have someone in your family that is overwhelmed or wants to sit on their own in a room when it's full of people, like I did last week at an event, I had my moments where I just sat on my own to regulate myself, to bring me back to where I needed to be. It's really important that you understand why they do that, and why an autistic person should not be told, well, if you don't like loud noise, don't go out, because that's literally the most ridiculous thing I've ever heard. So I just wanted to give my 2 cents worth, and I hope that helps kind of explain to some people out there what the actual issue was. It's not that she knew she was going to a loud concert music, it was the fact that she needed to regulate herself because she obviously became a bit overwhelmed in the moment. As you know, and an autistic overwhelm is not my partner's overwhelm. It's emotionally triggering, so it's has all sorts of impact on us, and when we get into that state, we can't always verbalize what the actual issue is or how we're feeling. So then it becomes even more difficult to, so, you know, great for Marvel providing it, but let people access it, and maybe even put another one in there, because if you can only let 12 people in at a time, that's not enough. That's not enough. But anyway, thank you for listening. Thank you for following, subscribing, watching. Have a good weekend. Yeah. Bye.